Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel Ray here, and today we're going to do another tag video. Well, this is just carrying on the tag from the last few whip and chat videos that I've been doing. I know the tags aren't everybody's cup of tea, but it's kind of a way to get to know somebody and also gives us something to be talking about other than personal stuff. Not everyone is comfortable sharing super deep personal thoughts on the internet, and yeah, I'm somewhere in between, but I've got these questions here. The last episode that I did, I actually had my husband with me, so please check it out if you haven't already. It was really fun to do. He's very camera shy, so getting him to participate in a video like that is really awesome. Anyway, today I'm going to be working on my royal diamond painting. This is my custom of my dog Luna, and I'm going to kind of work from the part that I haven't quite finished yet into this new section. One thing that is kind of upsetting to me is that there's quite a few bubbles in this canvas, but I'll get over it. It's fine. We'll take care of it. If you don't know how to take care of it, I've got a video on that. Just check out my How to Diamond Paint playlist, and it's in there, as well as like ironing canvases and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that is a topic for another day. I'm going to pick a color, and I think I'm going to start, I'm working upside down, but that's okay too. I'm going to start with E. I've organized my Doris containers by symbol, which I'm actually really enjoying doing that, just organizing it by the symbol instead of by the DMC number. I think I'm more of I'm a visual person, so I can pick up on the patterns faster than the numbers. Does that make sense? So that's how I've been doing it. So yeah, I really like this image so far. It's actually so beautiful. The detail is amazing. There are how many colors again? Something like 50 something. Check out the unboxing of this if you haven't seen it. It was a while ago, but I knew right away as soon as I opened it that I wanted this to be my next project. But then I got Pocahontas in the mail. So I've been kind of working on like 2 or 3, sometimes 4 projects at a time for the last 2 months. And I haven't been on YouTube that much in the last few months. So that's why you probably, if you haven't seen this before, that could be why. Anyways, I hope everybody is doing well. Right now, I'm actually probably, by the time you see this, I will be in Virginia. I believe that's where I'll be. Or I'll be just about to head to Canada. And I'm super excited for this trip. I haven't packed yet. I'm actually making my YouTube videos before I leave so that you guys have something to watch. But yeah, I'm really excited to go and nervous. I kind of panic at having to leave home, but I don't know why that is. Is anybody else like that? If you're like that, please let me know down below. Also, during this video, please feel free to send in your answers while you're listening. It doesn't have to be a one-sided conversation. I'm not intentionally trying to talk your ear off or anything. So, with all that said, and almost finishing one color already, let's get into it. So, I think the last one was, what was one song that describes your life? So the next one would be number 136. And how many questions are there? Oh, this is the last page. Is it really? It's the last page, guys. Okay. I think I'm missing 2 questions though. Whatever. All right. What is one show that you've been meaning to watch, but you can never find the time for? Oh God. I don't watch a lot of TV. That I can never find a lot of time for. See, I'm the kind of person that if I want to do something, I will make the time for it. Like, I will carve out the time from other activities. I will go without something else to do the thing that I really want to do. Because I think it's important to, you know, you're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to change your hobbies. You're allowed to do all that stuff. I do that quite frequently. But anyway, a show that I've been meaning to watch but haven't. The very first thing, okay, that comes to my mind is The Wire. Some of you are probably like, you haven't seen The Wire? I have actually never seen a full episode of The Wire. Can you believe it? And I know, I've talked to several people about it. I know it's like one of the best TV shows that was ever created. I know. If not the best. That is probably debatable between some people, but in my group of friends, The Wire is probably the best TV show that ever was made. That was ever made. English. And I know. Yeah, I know. Some of you are going to tell me that I'm wrong. Some of you are going to be like, what are you doing with your life? Tell me down below, what is, I would like to know, what's a TV show that you think is like unmissable? Something that you must watch. I would have said Game of Thrones, like maybe up until the 4th season. I would have said Game of Thrones would be an unmissable, like if you don't watch this show, you're doing yourself a disservice. Is that the word? I'm losing all capabilities of English. If you can't tell. But yeah, I think The Wire. The Wire is a show that I really want to watch that I just never have gotten around to. So maybe that means that I should get around to it. That's probably what the universe is telling me. I'll put it on my must-watch list. Maybe I can download it and watch it while I'm going over to the States and stuff. I don't know. But I'll be doing a lot of driving, so I don't know if there's going to be much opportunity, to be honest. I'm having a really hard time seeing this symbol. Number 6. That's A. Sorry, there's glare at the angle I'm at right now. So I'm like looking really, really hard. The symbols are a little confusing. I will say that. I should probably get onto them and tell them. But now I'm upside down, so it's even more confusing. I'm doing it to myself, y'all. I didn't seem to have a problem before. Is it too late to turn? Yeah, it's a little too late to turn it. I won't turn it. It's fine. I'll just move on to the next color. And the next question. Do you find it easy to drop toxic people from your life that you've known for a long time? Ooh, good question. I'm trying to think of someone toxic that I know that I haven't dropped from my life who is not going to watch this video. Probably, yeah. I like to believe in the good in people. It takes me a long time to write somebody off from a friendship, especially if that friendship is coming from me. Like if I develop a bond with someone, it takes me a long time to release the bond. Does that make any sense at all? I mean, obviously, most of those relationships were with men or boys, and I had to break it off with them for many different reasons, I'm sure. But yeah, it can be really, really difficult for me to just step away and be like, I'm sorry, it's you. You know what I mean? But I have had to do it. I have had to do it. 5. Oops. Ugh. And this is why I wasn't multi-placing. Okay, I was single place. Yeah, I'm a lot more hesitant to make friends with people now. I guess that happens when you get older. You know, you find it difficult to make friends with people so quickly. You lose those trust vibes that you used to get, or like, you know, you're a little more weary of people and their motivations for doing things. I can absolutely say that without a shadow of doubt. But I still need proof that they're doing something wrong for me to feel like I need to step away, or and then it's just kind of like, see ya. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody got time for that. Especially, I mean, especially on the internet. And I'm not like trying to talk to any of my subscribers here. Like, you guys are fine. You guys are awesome. But sometimes, you know, sometimes you think that you know somebody, or the perception of themselves that they give to you is not real. So you got to be careful, you know. I'm a lot more wary now. Anyway, the answer is sort of, kind of, yes. All right, 138. Do you like children? Why or why not? I do and I don't. I do and I don't. I find children tiring, but I find some children rewarding, which is what makes me think I would be an okay mom. Like, I won't hate my kids if I have kids, but like, in general, like, I just find them wearing, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm older and I haven't had my own. When I was younger, I was not really interested in having babies. Let's put it that way. I wasn't interested, had no motherly instincts. And then around the age of maybe 24, 25, I was like, I'd really like to make a child. But yeah, no, I don't know. I wouldn't spend my time with children all the time. Like, I wouldn't be a youth worker. I want to be a teacher. I do, but like, I'd rather teach adults at this stage. When I was in my early 20s, loved kids, loved them. Had them crawling all over me, making jokes, you know, and I was, I was a kindergarten teacher for a school in Korea. So context matters. But, you know, like, I don't know, people. That's a hard question to answer because I'm already conflicted. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't give me advice. Please. Just don't talk children. I've got enough people in my day-to-day life talking to me about having children. I don't need it. What is your zodiac sign? Okay, Pisces. That's very easy. I feel like that's too easy. Did you ask that already? Little survey. I'm a Pisces. I guess, I think I'm an Aquarius rising or something. I absolutely 110,000% fit the description of a Pisces as well. I am muted. I am not as outspoken as other signs. I let people walk on me, you know, like, I try not to, but it happens. I'm pretty gullible. And, but I'm a great friend and a great listener. I'm not trying to, yeah, don't. But it's, I don't know. Do I believe it? I don't know. I think that sometimes we can mold ourselves into the person that they say the signs are. I don't know how much I truly believe in it. I do believe that I have probably convinced myself that I am a Pisces and this is the way that Pisces act, and that is the person that I've become. But then again, I've been so far out of that. I mean, I was really into it when I was in high school, but now, not really. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's still true for me. I think I could easily say, yeah, I've changed a lot. I don't know. What do you think about the zodiac? I think it's kind of one of those things where, you know, it's fun to believe it's true, but I'm not going around reading my horoscope and believing that it's real. Do you know what I mean? But horoscopes and star signs and all that stuff, it's different. It's different what you believe. Okay, 140. Do you like to dance? Do you dance often in front of other people? Okay, I like to dance. I do not dance in front of other people anymore. And this is the story about how Rachel became a No, I'm just joking. No, I was, if I haven't mentioned this before, let me know if I have. You can skip ahead if I have. I was in a show choir in high school, which is, if you don't know what a show choir is, it's basically like a school choir that performs dance at the same time as they're singing for competition purposes. And so they get awards for their school and, you know, gives the students like scholarships to go to university and stuff. I don't know. It was fun. It was something fun to do. I really enjoyed singing when I was younger, and it was a way for me to express myself. I probably should have left, but I really did enjoy it. And so anyway, the point is that we had to dance, and I'm not the world's best dancer. I really am not. I'm not the world's best singer, and I'm not the world's best dancer. But I had fun, and I think that was the point. You know, it wasn't about being the best. That's why when it came down to the senior auditions for, you know, like college internship opportunities and stuff like that, I didn't go for it. I didn't put my name forward. I didn't audition for anything. I didn't try to get in the choir groups in university. I was done by then, you know? Like one of the main reasons that I did show choir was because it got me out of my house and I got to hang out with people that yeah, I don't know if I did it because of the people that I was hanging out with, but the people who I wanted to hang out with. So I was kind of a loner kid, as you can imagine. I was a bit of a goth, and I had trouble making friends with people. So, you know, I would do my best to socialize with people. Like I went to football games, and, you know, I did all the stuff that you're supposed to do, but I found it really difficult to like click with people. I had a really, really small group of like 6 girlfriends and 1 guy friend, and my guy friend was in the choir. And so I kind of felt safe enough to be in it because I had a friend who was in it. But it also kind of allowed me to, I don't know, see what it was like socializing with other people. That sounds really weird, and it's really hard for me to admit that. But yeah, like none of my other girlfriends did any clubs or any extracurricular activities. My best friend was in the, I take that back. My best friend was in the girls choir, and I was in the mixed gender choir. So we would sometimes go to competitions together, and that was really fun. But most of the time it was just, they would separate us because we were in different classes sometimes. And, you know, we'd have to go and practice separately. We didn't get to spend a lot of time together. It was complicated. It was high school. So that's the long answer. But the short answer is no, I don't really dance in front of people anymore. I do enjoy moving my body. I like taking Zumba for exercise, which I haven't done in a while. I haven't seen the teacher bring back the classes lately, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy belly dance. I enjoy hip hop and stuff, but like my body doesn't move like that anymore. So, yeah, I don't know. That was a really, really convoluted answer for a simple question, but I guess that's the point of these videos, isn't it? Name some of your favorite colors. Okay. I really enjoy purple. Purple is probably my favorite color of all time, but I like different shades and I like combinations. I like midnight blue. Really, really dark blues are nice to me. Maybe not dark. Maybe like 823, that kind of DMC color. Obviously you all know that I love 550, but I also really like the lavender shades, like, hang on, let me see. Let's see if I can find it. 3042. It's kind of like a pinky purple, like a lilac. It's, hang on, let's see. Bear with me. So if I move back the cover here. Yeah, I'm keeping the cover in one big piece. I have plans for this. 554. Just this like pinky. Don't think you can, oops. I don't think you can see that very well. And what's another color in this painting? Is Q 550? No, it's 209. It's a really nice color, purple. So yeah, I love shades of purple. My childhood bedroom was painted, accented with purple, I should say. Oops, I spilled a few drills. Oops. So yeah, anyhow, love purple, love blue, and I don't think that's ever going to change. But I also used to really love black. So obviously, I admitted, you know, I was kind of gothy. I was a bit of an emo kid, not a scene kid, didn't have the weird hairdo. In fact, I think hair and makeup was the furthest thing on my mind at the time. I was kind of, I think I've been perpetually depressed since I was a teenager, but I didn't like to take care of myself. I didn't feel like I was worthy. I had a really, really crappy boyfriend. And he would get jealous if I would wear nice clothes or makeup, and he was super controlling, and no one could tell me that he was. I thought he did it because it showed how much he loved me and cared about me, that, you know, he was so jealous of other people looking at me. Yeah. That took a long time to break. He was finally out of my life when I was 21, so thank Crunchy for that. Oh, look, my husband's coming home with dinner. I'll be back. So, hubby came home. We're having ravioli with homemade sauce and garlic bread. And he also found new Ben & Jerry's that's like 50% less calories or something. So guilt-free dessert as well. Woohoo! I love that man. So yeah. What was the question? Favorite colors. Oh, geez. How did I get into that? Oh my God, I'm having one of those days, aren't I? Okay, so I was saying that black was my favorite color because I thought that it would make me disappear. So yeah, that was me as a high school student, and I'm sure that some of you were like, "Oh my God, what is wrong with her?" But I guess I don't know. I had a rough childhood. Don't judge me. So yeah, I still love wearing black. Most of my wardrobe is black and purple. Yeah, and jeans, you know, and then boots. Like I love boots. So, yeah, if you meet me, you'd probably be like, "Oh my God, she either wears like super florally pretty dresses and stuff, or I'm decked head to toe in black." It's one or the other, and honestly, there's really no rhyme or reason for it. It's just whatever I grabbed from the closet that day. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that my grandma thought that there was something seriously wrong with me, but never sent me to talk to someone, which I kind of wonder about. Why not? Probably could have benefited from it. But anyway, I've talked about that before. Okay, 142. Have you ever shoplifted? If so, what was it? No, I don't think I've ever shoplifted. I'd be the kind of person that would just like freak out if I did. Like if I'd ever been dared to or anything. But luckily for me, I had great friends who didn't force me to do things I didn't want to do. So no, I didn't, and I haven't. If you could speak 3 additional languages, what would they be? Fluent? Okay. If I had to speak 3 additional languages, probably French, because I like the way it sounds. Probably Chinese, because it's like the language of commerce. And probably Irish, because if I spoke Irish, I don't know if I've ever told you this before, but if I spoke Irish, then I could actually teach in Ireland as a primary school teacher. So right now I can't. I have to get essentially I have to get a master's degree to teach secondary school in Ireland, and I am not in a position to go back to school. So maybe I will be. I really don't know, but anyway, that's why I don't teach. Is because I need to have a master's degree, and if I wanted to teach littles, then I would have to speak Irish fluently. Yeah. What's really weird is that Irish isn't spoken like by everybody. Like everybody learns it when they're a kid, but it's not spoken on a day-to-day basis unless you live in like a special area. So it can be kind of disheartening. Sometimes when I think about it, I'm just like, why me? Why didn't I study Irish? But yeah, so that's what I want. French, because it sounds good. Chinese, because, well, a good chunk of the population of the world speaks Chinese, so it would be pretty helpful. And then Irish, so that I could teach here. Right. Have you ever been in legal trouble? No, I haven't. I don't think so. Have I? No. No, sure, I haven't. If you mean like go to jail or, I don't know, been wanted by somebody or something, no, never. I ain't that kind of person. I just want to sit at home and chill, you know? Never been interested in like rebelling or, you know, meh, no, too much effort. Just too much effort. Have you ever had surgery? Okay, yes, I have. I've had a few surgeries. And like we're getting into the bubble here. Push that down. The first surgery I had was, oh gosh. Okay, first surgery was my ears. So I was teaching and it was my second contract, my second job, second year. And I just woke up one morning and I couldn't hear anything. It sounded like I was in water or something in both ears. So I went to school and told my coworkers, hey, you know, I'm really not feeling well. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't hear anything. We need to come up with some creative class ideas because I can't even hear you talking right now. You'd have to shout at me. And this went on for 2 weeks, and no joke, like I was going mad at the end of it. I've never ever experienced something like that before, where you're in your head all the time. Okay, so it's like you're barely hearing what other people are saying, and it just got overwhelming. I went to the doctor several times and eventually needed to have surgery. I don't know, you probably know what it's called, but there's like a bivalve or something. Not bivalve, that's a mollusk. They put like a little tube in your ear. They cut a slit in your something. Help me out, doctors. I don't know what it's called. But anyhow, they cut a slit into the membrane there. It releases a lot of pressure and fluid, and then they insert like a little plastic tube, and the tube helps to drain that inner ear, and eventually the tube falls out. It gets pushed out by the body. So, you know, you don't have it forever or anything like that. But wow, talk about painful. Like, I don't know if any of you have had to go through that, but basically think about the loudest noise you've ever heard and times it by like 50. It's very intense, and I cried. I cried like a little baby. It hurt pretty bad. They had to strap my head to the table and everything. It was, yeah. But I could hear fine after that. It was really shocking, like the difference, because everything suddenly was so loud, and you know, I just wanted to kind of go back to that really quiet place, but yeah, no. And then another surgery I had was for my eyeballs. So that's a really interesting story. I should probably tell it. When I lived in Korea, a lot of my friends were getting LASIK, and it's a correctional eye surgery using lasers to correct your vision. And I decided I'd go get a consultation. Now, this is year 3 of me being in Korea, and I had saved up money to go on a winter holiday, probably somewhere warm, like the Philippines or something. But instead of going abroad, I decided that I'd stay in and I'd get my eyesight fixed. My eyesight was really, really bad, but it wasn't like... yeah, I don't know how to put it. I don't even remember what my prescription was, to be honest. But anyhow, it was bad enough that I had to wear glasses all the time. I was nearsighted, so I could not see far away. And essentially, I walked in, they gave me the consultation. They said, if you wait any longer, you won't be able to get it, which I don't know if that was true or not, but I'm gonna guess it was probably true. And I went ahead and signed up for it. It only cost me, I think it was $1,200 all in all. And that was one of the best clinics in Korea for expats anyway, to get it done with doctors that speak fluent English and all that kind of stuff. They made you feel really, really comfortable. And that's kind of something you want when you're on an operating table with your eyeballs spread open. Like, has anybody seen, oh shoot, what's the name of that movie? Orange something. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Ah, it'll come back. Clockwork Orange. A Clockwork Orange. Anyway. So, yeah, I scheduled my date and I went back, and James was with me at that time. We'd only been dating for like, oh God, how long were we dating for when I did that? Maybe a year? Yeah, a year. Because it was January. It was either January or February. It was somewhere around the winter holidays for me. And he only got 1 week of holidays. So we decided to just stay. I used the money. And yeah, so I got into the room and they, dimmed the lights and put me under this massive machine. And then they said, stare at the laser. Don't look away from the laser. It'll be fine. You're going to smell something funny and then it'll be over. You won't feel a thing because they put on this, it was some kind of like eye drop that completely numbed your eyeball. Awesome stuff. But anyhow, let's pick another symbol. One that I can actually see would be nice. That isn't too confusing. See, there's like two symbols that are like super confusing. It's the yin yang and then this blue one. They're very similar. Let's do, which one stands out? I'll do the sevens. Why not? So, yeah, the smell. Ugh, the smell was bad. But anyway, both eyes, it took less than 10 minutes per eye, and then they put me in a recovery room for half an hour or so, and they just kind of keep an eye on you and make sure that you're not like writhing or anything. And then it was over. That was it. I got to take the bus home, and like, in fairness, I don't even know why they had James come with me. I think they just figured that it was a long journey. So, just in case something did happen on the road, at least I'd have someone to help me, because by the time that we arrived back to our house, I mean, I was kind of drugged up. I think we went to the local mall and got ice cream and, but by the time I got back to our house, I was kind of in pain. My eyes hurt a little bit. I had a headache, so I closed the blinds and laid down. And that was pretty much one of the last times I stood up for 2 days. And I was in some serious pain. Now, see, I got the version where, like, there's two different versions. There's LASIK with an I and LASIK with an E, and I got the one with the E. Basically, the difference is that if you get a football to the eyeball with LASIK, you won't go blind. That's the major difference. So it hurts way more in recovery, but it's, in the long run, it's much better, if you plan on being around kids, and I just decided I'd go ahead and do that because I didn't know how long I'd be teaching for. So yeah, on the couch, 2 days of pain, couldn't even light a candle in the room with me. So James was really suffering. Now I had to wear these huge goggles. I couldn't see a thing. I was probably moaning and moping quite a bit because obviously you can't watch TV, you can't look at Facebook, you can't do anything. So we had downloaded like a bunch of movies. Oops, I just noticed that was sitting sideways on the canvas. I'll just put it there for now, or not. There you are. So yeah, couldn't do a dang thing. And we downloaded all the like Planet Earth, and I don't even remember what else. But the thing is that he could barely watch the TV on the lowest brightness setting without me like covering myself in a blanket and crying. So it was pretty bad. But on day 3, I was finally able to like sit in the room without all the blankets on top of the windows and stuff. But in the end, I mean, I went and took a shower then, and it was amazing. It was like one of those things where I had just gone through one of the most painful experiences of my life. Eyeball pain is bad. And come out, and now I can actually read labels on shampoo bottles without squinting or holding them straight up to my face. It was an amazing feeling. And I was like, yep, it was worth it. I can read the Pantene bottle now. I'm good. So if anybody here hasn't gotten it or was thinking about getting it, I definitely recommend it. I do kind of miss wearing glasses though. Like, I think they give you quite a bit of personality, but I don't know. It was a good trade-off. It really was. I really appreciate not wearing glasses. I used to break them all the time. And then other surgery, I don't think I have yet. No, I'm supposed to get surgery on my feet at some stage, but not now. Okay. We have 3 more questions, guys, and I don't know how far we are. This clip has only been like 18 minutes long, so I'm sorry it's such a short one this time. But I also have to pack and eat dinner and stuff and chill out. Okay. Excuse me. If you could change 2 things about yourself. Oh, geez. What would you change and why? Whew. Let me think about that while I get another symbol. Let's do the, what are you doing? It's like a 3-placer hanging out in my box. Where's the little, there it is. If there's 2 things that I could change about myself. I would like to change my drive to do things. I don't really have that drive to like better myself all the time, or to get ahead and, you know, succeed. I don't have that much ambition for future stuff. Does that make sense? I'm just kind of like, meh, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I don't really put myself on the spot or anything. Sometimes I think that I let opportunities slip away because I just don't have the energy or something to do it. So I kind of wish I had more ambition, get up and go, you know, see where my life would take me. I'm sure that eventually I'll get there, but it is something I'm trying to teach myself. And then a second thing, oh gosh, do I have any more of these down here? It's hard to see with the glare. It's so sparkly as well. That's a good thing. I think that's all of them there. So we'll go over here. I think an obvious thing would be like your looks or something. Yeah, I'd love to be like, you know, 30 pounds lighter or something, but that's easy enough to do. I think something that I honestly wish I could fix about myself is being a blabbermouth. I think I might have that problem. Like when I don't know what to say, I sometimes say things that I don't mean to say for the sake of filling the silence. And that's not a good quality to have. It really isn't. It's nervousness, and I am a really shy person. So when I'm forced to talk about stuff, or I'm put into a social situation and like people are talking, like if I feel pressured, I'll talk about something incessantly and it's really boring and I'm sorry. Like that's just something that I have. So yeah, I wish I could change that. I'm doing it right now. But it's not necessarily a bad thing, I guess. It's just awkward, you know? I've always been an awkward person, so whatever. Yeah. What do you want done with your body after you die? I don't care what happens to my body after I die. If I had to choose something, I would want to be like buried with a tree seedling or whatever, you know? I'd like to just, yeah, it doesn't matter. Do you want to put me in a boat and then like shoot fire flaming arrows into it? That would be cool. Or, you know, cremate me. I don't mind. I just don't want anyone fighting over my ashes. That is stupid. I experienced that already in my young life with my Nina, and I do not want to go through it again. Oh, look at you. Look at you hanging out in there. What are you doing, lime green? I'm going to put you here just for the crack. Look, customization. Yeah, so my great-grandmother's ashes were fought over, and it was ugly. It was really ugly. It brought out all the ugliness in a lot of people in my family, and I don't want that to happen to me. I'm gonna go for another green. Let's go for this green. It's like a crescent moon shape. Yeah, this one. Yeah, it was not the best time. That went on for like years, and people stopped talking to each other and everything. It was pretty bad. There's some massive holes in those ones. All right. So yeah, I don't actually care what happens. Just, you know, I won't mind. I won't be thinking about that. And the last one I can see for right now, I'm sure I've got to have the other three, don't I? Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm mentally preparing myself. 59, 30. No, I don't seem to have them. Nope. All right, so this is the last one. What 3 physical features do people compliment you most on? What do they say about them? Okay. I don't remember. I have to really think back. Jesus. I have to think back before I was married and while I was dating people and what they would say to me and that kind of thing. Probably my eyes, I guess, because I have blue eyes and they do change color. They get brighter or darker. I don't know if it's light. I don't know if it's emotion. I always thought it was emotion. So that might be one. Tree. Height, I'm quite tall, and I think people have in the past commented quite often on my height. I don't know why. I don't think it's such a big deal, but you know, maybe if you're not tall, how do you feel about not being tall? I mean, I don't think that being tall means anything. But it does mean that I will stand taller than you, which may make you feel some kind of way, and I don't really think about it. So that it's a little unfair, you know what I mean? Like, I suppose I've done the opposite, so I really shouldn't say anything about it. But you know, if you are next to someone who is noticeably taller than you, you might comment on it, but I don't know if it's a make or break or anything. But yeah, I'm 5'9" and 3/4, hee hee. And so, yeah, kind of tall for a girl, I guess. And then I'm trying to think of one more thing. I can tell you a thing that I wish people would compliment me on or comment on, which would be my freckles. I have lots of little like spots all over me, and I love them. I love them. But like they're not anything special to anybody else. They're just special to me, I guess. No, honestly, I can't think of anything else. The only other thing I could say is probably my either my front end or my back end. But I don't want to talk about that on the internet. Right. So that's it for the tag, guys. That's actually it for the tag. Didn't get too much done, but you know, it's quite confettied, this painting. It's going to take me a little while. I will not be bringing this on vacation. It's just, there's so many drills, guys. Look at this. Like, there's so many colors. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to bring with me, but by the time you see this video, you'll probably already have seen it on Instagram. So I'm going to think about that tonight. I want to thank you all so much for visiting my channel and watching this video. And please don't forget to hit the like button if you liked it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me in the future. I will be back from vacation on the 10th, but I probably won't post anything until the 11th, 12th, 13th, something like that. So please watch out for that. I'm really looking forward to getting back into, you know, updating you on what's going on and how my vacation was. I'm sure I'll have to break it up into a few videos, but I'll try to remember. I'm sure when I get back, Luna! I'm sure when I get back, I'll update you on all the crazy adventures that I went on, and I'll probably have to break it up into a few videos, but I hope you enjoy them and stick around for lots of fun stuff that's coming up in the next few months. Really looking forward to it. Really, really, really looking forward to it. And I'm especially looking forward to getting back into live streaming. So I will definitely see you there very soon. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all soon. Bye guys. Bye.